Continuing in the Garden of Emuna, on page 226, the gambler thrives on the suffering of others. The rabbi continues to explain about how a person who's gambling has a tremendous moral flaw there. Why? Because the whole concept of gambling is based on one person gaining and another person losing. And how could a person with emunah, who understands that all of his parnasah comes from Hashem, take money from another person and live happy with himself that that money is tainted? A person's money is like a part of their soul, so it's like blood money, sort of, they would call it maybe. And then beyond that, the person himself, the gambler, doesn't win in the end. Most of the time squanders most of the money. He borrows from friends, partners, and then he ruins most relationships, and then even goes to end up stealing. And then very often the casinos and all the establishments, they'll start lending money to this guy, and what's going to happen? Most of the time, they lose. And then he gets his house taken, possessions, cars, all the lifelines of the family. So what we need to know is that we have to stay away from gambling. Emunah and gambling don't go together. It's mamash heresy. It's the opposite of emunah. Why? Because if you're taking from somebody else, it's saying that God doesn't give, or even a person thinks that he's going to go and win, right? How are you going to win? You can't change how much money you're going to make. So you're not going to go now make a scheme. The guy could easily just go and make a business or open up a flower shop or whatever it is, make it up, and Hashem will send you the same amount of money. There's many, many ways to do things in the proper way. And that's what a person has to do here. And what if a person has a desire to gamble? What should he do? Well, like anything else, you have to pray to Hashem. Ask him to take it away. We should be zocher. We know to pray for everything. But specifically, any bad traits that we have, a person has to work on himself.